Hello Year 8s and welcome to the Maths Online Studio. The Year 5s have had lots of lessons here and now it's your turn to enter this domain. Okay, I'd like to go through a few of the questions from Mini Practice 11. Okay, first of all, question 2. You were told that 17 times 56 is 592. So part 1, what is 1.7 times 5.6? Well, it's a lot smaller. The 1.7 is 10 times smaller, and the 5.6 is also 10 times smaller. So the answer is 100 times smaller. We need to take 592 and divide it by 100. 10, 100 times smaller, 5.92. Now, part 2, 18 times 56. Well, if we know that 17 56s are 592, to get to 18 56s, we need to add on another 56. So that comes to 648. Now, part 3. 592 divided by 560. Well, you know 592 divided by 56 would be 17. If you divide by 560, you're dividing by a bigger number. So the answer will be smaller. It's going to be 10 times smaller at 1.7. Question number 4. You had to write 450 and 180 as the products of their prime factors. So 450 is 45 times 10. That's 5 times 9 times 10, which is 5 times 3 times 3 times 2 times 5. And 180, well, that's 18 times 10, which is 2 times 9 times 10, which is 2 times 3 times 3 times 2 times 5. You were then asked to find the largest number which divides exactly into 450 and 180. Well, this is 450 and that is 180. What goes into both of them? Well, 5 goes into both of them. But so does 5 times 2, that would be 10, goes into both of them. 2 times 5 times 3 times 3. 2 times 5 times 3 times 3. So, this is called the highest common factor. The largest number which goes into both of them is 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. So that's 9 times 10 is 90. Now, number 6, the pie chart. This is the one where I made a mistake. There were supposed to be 2 stoats. The first thing you need to do is find the total. If you add those up, you'll find the total number of children was 12. Now, 12 on the pie chart, 12 children, must be represented by 360 degrees, the angle all the way around. So if 12 children are 360 degrees, one child, we need to divide by 12. 12 threes are 36, so it's 30 degrees. Then we can work out the angle for each category. So for snake, there were 5 children, so it's going to be 5 times 30 degrees equals 150 degrees. And you can do the same thing for each of the other categories. When you've done that, check they all add up to 360 degrees before you draw the pie chart. Then you can measure off all the angles around your pie chart. Then you need to label everything. It says a fully labelled pie chart. So the first thing to label would be the angles. Then you could label the categories and the number of children for each category. Finally, you want to give it a title. Any title would do, but it might get you an extra mark. Okay, I hope you've done well. Good luck with your next one and keep going.